So my last segment is going to talk about land prices. What's going on with land? We know they're not making any more of it, but recently the news is that Dallas-Fort Worth had more land than any other major metro. Well, that's a good thing because we're growing faster than any other major metro in the United States, and it looks like we'll continue that. Great infrastructure, lots of land, prices are still affordable, and a very friendly business climate. So, what happens when you say, hey, I want to go to Dallas, I want to build a warehouse. Bill, you said it was a great idea, or whatever, I need 5, 10, 20 acres. Land prices have accelerated in many cases. For example, industrial have doubled or tripled in the last 5 years. And interest rates are higher. So you've got to service that debt while you're holding the land and before you build. So if your deal will stand the price of the land and the debt service, that's great. But if not, you might want to look in the outlying areas. I'm starting to do business with people that are outside the major metros, outside Dallas, outside Fort Worth, up in the northern and the southern sectors of our city. And a lot of times you'll find that they're in the county or the ETJ, extraterritorial jurisdiction. And so what an ETJ has going for it is typically the city doesn't control the zoning. The county might have some say so, but your zoning restrictions typically aren't there because you don't have areas that have a specific zoning to them. You may have regulations from the fire department or for the county, but typically the zoning restrictions are lesser, and because of that, obviously the cost to build is going to be lesser. You may have to bring in your own water and sewer. There are ways to address that, and yes, you have to deal with the county authorities, but for someone like mobile home park or automotive we talked about earlier, ETJ is certainly a viable choice. It can be annexed into the city. You do have a say-so in that, but you cannot be forced to annex. The laws were recently changed that protected the landowner in that regard. But I would encourage you to speak with your broker or call me about looking for some land and considering land outside the city limits. It's a viable option. Prices are typically much lower than what you find in the infill areas and even within the city limits. Services may not be there yet, but they are probably coming. And I would have to tell you that the caveat to buying land in an ETJ or outside the city is knowing what the city's land plan looks like. Is the infrastructure coming your way? Is it out a year or 2 or 3? Are there bond issues that are going to enhance the area that you're in? And look at single family development growth. Is it in the area? Because typically retail and development follows single family home development. So great idea, again, to look outside the cities and the ETJ for land that you may need for future development or for a buy and hold strategy. So I hope that's been helpful. Please feel free to call me or text me, get in touch with me if you have any questions. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.